Hello, welcome to the stream. Have you ever seen or even thought of the combo? Oh my bro. Who else would try it if not me, right? I'm showing it one time. That is how you win games right now. How are you doing there? This dude will have nightmares today. That was not even close, right? Top 100. So today we're playing this deck, which is my new edition of a Triple Blood Death Knight, and I kind of want to actually try out how the Marine actually feels like today in the Triple Blood. We have a Nightmare Lord Xavius. We can actually get a Marine out, and we can get actually a double battle cry from it, or make a Marine cheaper, right? So it's kind of like a really interesting, like a possibility for you to get a ton of extra value. And you might actually get a really nice legendary from it, like usually, like from a Zilliax Crown. But as far as this, like we know for sure, like this deck actually does really well so far right now, because there are a lot of aggro, and I guess in aggro this is kind of like a really big deal, because you have all those early board clears with Hideous Husks, with like overall liches so far, but you still have like a combination of strong board clears like Wild Pyro plus Poison Breath plus Corpse Explosions, all of that good stuff. You might have even extra with the Hematurge, obviously, like an extra Corpse Explosion or maybe a couple of threats. But the overall idea of this deck is kind of like, to keep a board clean as much as possible, get to the late game, get a Zill out, get to the full HP. After that, you have something like a CS plus kind of like combination of a Marine potentially plus an engine of Yore or something. Like, and usually, like, you want to prolong the game long enough for you to actually cycle through your whole deck and then, play a Kil'jaeden overall. And at that point, like if that is not like a deck that actually concentrates on winning out a late game, or if that is not an ODK deck, you might be like good to go. But against like even ODK decks, we still have Dirty Rats, we still like have all these good things going on for us, and but for now, this is kind of like the decks that I enjoy playing as much as it is. Even though it's kind of like not a tier 1 top like win rate deck on ladder right now, for me it does pretty well, and a lot of people actually enjoy playing that stuff. Like so I'm kind of like excited to actually do some adjustments like to the deck, find like the perfect cards out there. Try out like some interesting combos and stuff. Like we tried an Avatar before, we tried Zilliax here with a Zero, we tried like a lot of interesting and really cool things so far, and it all went pretty well. Like you can jump around with the cards, you can just like remove Engine of Yore, Chillfallen, you will be less consistent and like kind of like get into the late game. But you might just like input an extra value out of here. Hematurge can still give you like a Headless Horseman for an extra value. All of the good stuff that we actually like. I kind of like enjoy Triple Blood a little more because there's an extra cycle from Vampiric Blood, and sometimes like a house that's all you need. But for now, guys, look at these stats. Look at these stats right there, and that is, what I'm trying to tell you each time. Please hit the sub button, bro. Only 11% of you guys actually are sub like to the channel when you're like watching all of those videos and stuff that I post, and that is like a statistics from my YouTube. By the way, also make sure to check the join button. YouTube like usually pays out like about like $5 for each video, but it's not really like that good enough for me to even consider spending a lot of time on that one, because you need to pay the bills, so that's why I actually work, and this is kind of like a side gigs that I actually like. So, but maybe at some point, like your support will push me to the limit, and I will just like spend a little more time on that one, because I kind of like doing that, and I kind of like enjoy watching you guys like post any comments out there, and I reply to each and every one of those. Like you actually know that Kitty actually confirms that stuff. That's kind of like it's kind of like what I like. So yeah, if you ever wanted to help a streamer, make sure to do so, and every coin helps. But for now, let's go with a Triple Blood Death Knight. Oh, against the wrong. I kind of wonder what kind of rock that is. There are a few, as far as I remember. This is out, obviously. Corpse Explosion. might be extremely important for us after his turn 4 of getting out, like with all of those small minions. But we kind of like need an early game for it to happen. But I guess I will be kind of sad if we actually get an early game and will not get like a corpse explosion here, right? Okay, let's leave one. It's better for me to actually have one in my hand, I think. Considering that we are playing against our own kinds, that is much better because we have a lot of corpses this way. I'm Starship Hunter guy, climbed from 18,000 to 7,400 in 2 days. Dude, that is actually nice. That is actually nice stuff. Starship Hunter was out there, like, you know, for quite a while, as far as I remember. But after, like, you know, new additions, oh my, that is actually really strong. If he has a full combo, bro, he might just, like, you know, draw a lot. But we'll see what's up. Okay. Now I actually know what kind of nickname you have out there, right? You know, the dots match out there. Welcome to the stream, by the way, bro. Okay, he's going out on turn 4 probably and tries to, like, you know, draw a couple of extra cards from this card. It's an Ashaman Rogue as far as I understand this. We're fine to chill out there, I think. That's pretty sweet. Probably trade out, right? Might actually do it there at Cine here. He doesn't have like huge cards. He might like have an Ashaman, and if you get it out, it's like his whole game plan will be kind of like a little ruined. Against like a controller's deck, you cannot like win with just like a spam. Oh my. I guess we have to go for a right here. Let's go. Oh, it's unfortunate though. I cannot even kill it though. Oh, I actually can. Let's go. Actually can. Let's go. Maybe he will not, but like be able to actually, you know, get on the board here. Maybe he just like doesn't have a second one, second Harbinger. Climbing like what 10k ranks, more than taking k ranks, is kind of like really, you know, really good. Shadows tap into another Xavius somewhere. Tries to find Shadows tap here, or, I mean Ashaman here, really. He has a couple of Buccaneers. He has like some stuff, right? We can do a Nightmare Lord Xavius ourselves. Like, we're not in a rush to actually get out his Ashaman, I would say. But we might be lucky enough. Like, his hand is kind of weak. Like, I mean, his hand is kind of short. That's what I wanted to say, right? Like, maybe we'll be lucky enough here. Okay. Zill. Zill is a really bad room. But it is what it is. But it is what it is. Not that bad though. It's one of his strongest minions, you know, kind of fine here. There's a sandbox for some weird stuff. Well, we have a Hideous Husk here, which is awesome though. Kind of concerned here, we're kind of like, what does he want to play here? I kind of think that was probably like the worst minion we could get out of his hand, but it's like, you know, it's fine by itself because it's kind of like a huge one anyway, but you know, could be better, could be much better. Hideous Husk doesn't clear everything here. But, oh, that's pretty good. Interesting. 0 mana web spear, bro. Okay, okay, I see what you're doing over there. Oh, it's Hideous Husk, so. That's pretty sweet stuff. Pretty sweet stuff going on for us. If we get a chance to actually get a Marin out, we might be like really good to go. All we need right now is to kind of draw our Kil'jaeden. Shaman already. Okay. Well, it wasn't his hand, right? We're actually like doing fines there, trying to get it out. But he might get a Kil'jaeden, unfortunately. Another Zill. I was hoping to actually get a Kil'jaeden out of our deck like as fast as possible, so... He gives us a chance to kill an Ashaman, really? He will not like win with just like one copy of a hand there, bro. That shouldn't be possible for you. Really? He gives us a chance to kill an Ashaman. Okay, well, okay. Okay. I see you. I'm kind of like more than fine with all of that. That you just like made a one copy out of it. It's just like, you know, as awesome as it gets. And didn't even bounce it back, bro. Really relied on just one, Morbid Swarm, or Deathbringer Surflong. He might have like a tons of board clears here, like in Wild Pyro, like all of that good stuff, like, you know. What do I want? I kind of want a Morbid Swarm here, just because we have a Marin. Maybe next turn, like we'll be able to actually trade Hematurge plus a Morbid Swarm into something, like kill something off, and maybe a Marin here. Well, here's a Kil'jaeden, obviously. Got lucky. Got a little lucky out there, right? But, you know, it is what it is. He might have a lot of draws, a lot of draws. And Yore, obviously. And a Wild Pyro. Okay, he didn't get a Poison Breath, at least that we know. At least that we know. We have another Corpse Explosion here. Damage. Have to do actually like a more a gold plus a Scarab here. Infested Breath. Crazed. Getting empty. Kind of weak, but it is what it is, right? Kind of weak, but it is what it is. He has like only one card from Death Knight, right? From Hematurge. Like everything else he spent and got a little lucky with a Kil'jaeden, obviously. But it is what it is. He just like, you know, copied 7 cards, even though we had like, you know, so he had kind of like 50% chance, almost, like Shaladders. Oh my god. Oh my, that is actually strong. That is actually like, you know, a little strong so far. We can go for Marin if we want. Like, who cares about a 14-12 frame? Might just dig for a Wild Pyro. We can draw first. Like, we need 4 mana only on this, so we are playing this like 100%, okay? Brittle Bone. Like, if we get a Kil'jaeden, it might be playable, but before that, it's nothing like for us. Moonstone. Coconut. Fine. So we do like one. This one destroys this guy. And probably try to dig for a Kil'jaeden here. Or maybe not. Okay, it costs 2 less. So it's like, you know, a pity. Let's go for some draws from here.
My hand is too full.
I kind of lacking on a value here a little. Not a value, but like lacking on a portal here, right? We need to like either to play Kil'jaeden as fast as possible, or like we still need like one couple of draws, maybe cycles through the deck. Well, we have the draw. Ceaseless is still not playable for us, unfortunately. There's a Vampiric Blood for us. We can do a Marin. How much damage is it? 23? Well, it's kind of like a lot of damage, though. But Ceaseless will be playable next turn, for example. It has 10 more damage. It's 33. That's too much, I would say, right? Kind of like too much of a damage. I'm sure it has a corpse, but not really. Let's cycle a little. There's a Poison Breath for us. Kil'jaeden is out there too. Okay. I'm not sure I want to. Let's do this for now. We have a couple of liches. I kind of want a little more. Let's do it this way. Let's prevent some damage out there. So Ceaseless is ready here. Right? Let's see what is up. We need to draw one more Wild Pyro, and I think I will go for a Kil'jaeden here 100%. Oh, come on. Can you stop getting like tons of value, like, and Highrolled like crazy from it? The Hematurge can give us another board clear. Okay, bad. No, get Spirit Peddlers from him, bro. Seriously. I guess it's another Poison Breath. And it says turn. Another Poison Breath and it says. And after that, kind of like a cycle, right? Has only one card from his deck, it might be at says too. Come on, give me something, bro. Give me something here. Vampiric Blood is good, Asteroid is fine. Zill, okay. I don't really need the Wild Pyros anymore. I kind of like need only an Engineer from my deck, so Kil'jaeden comes next turn, 100%, right? Okay. Hematurge is a Headless Horseman. You're kidding me out there. You're kidding me out there, man. Oh my. Strong. I guess it's a Zill turn. Dude, I kinda like need to play a Kil'jaeden at some point, bro. I don't really have the board clears anymore. Like, I have only Hematurge here. Like, can I take a shot here? Like, is that even like, you know, a possibility?
Your bones will make a fine addition to my collection.
An Ancient of Yore. Took away an Ancient of Yore from us tank, but my god, man. I have to kill that thing, unfortunately. Top of the deck, Ancient of Yore, thank you, though. I just have to kill that thing. So annoying.
My blood for the
So annoying. Sanguine Infestation, okay. It's actually a lot of damage. Maybe I actually had to go for a Zill. I'm kind of a little scared out there. Oh my, got an extra draw from it, really? Got an extra draw, bro. What is out there? Like, I actually had to kill it with a hound? It procs like at the same time, bro, really? Like, the end of my turn and the start of his turn actually procs at the same time. Interesting. Never thought of that, though. Another soul. Dude, he has a lot of huge guys. Not actually sure I can deal with those. Maybe a Marin is kind of like our last resort here. To get, like it says, yet another one, maybe. Not sure. Like a Zill just like doesn't help. And we don't really have any kind of like board clears anymore. This is just like crazy how much he can Highroll, right? Can kill 1/1. 2 in the face. Well, we're kind of alive if we play Zill.
My rule is eternal.
Maybe we should do it anyway. Maybe we should do it anyway, right? Let's do it. Like, if we are kind of like 100% alive if we play a Zill, maybe we should do it. Oh wait, does he have like a, you know, an actual shuffle? But we're still alive, right? Has a shuffle, but we're still alive. Oh, if he gets a CI agent right now, we're dead, right?
This guy's toast.
Bro. Oh, come on. How did you even get that, Cine? Oh, yeah, that was your last card? Is that you didn't play, like, for the whole game really now? Oh my god. Like, he rolls kind of like a 50%er, like, with a Kil'jaeden, and that was his only win gone? Oh my. Even if he, like, even if I drew a Kil'jaeden and, like, he would have, like, a full hand of Ceaseless, I would still think it's kind of, like, better for me than actually playing against, like, those huge guys. And considering, like, he has, like, all of those draws from our deck, too. Engine of Yore and stuff. My friend, that was something. He even, like, had only one Ashaman. He didn't, like, even care about, like, whatever. He just, like, went YOLO and just, like, got extremely lucky. I wish I could play like this and win, but it's actually fine. A lot of corpses and stuff, so.
The exit is this way.
Oh, decent enough. Vanilla 3-2. Oh my god, a Pro Strike or an Astral Biologist, oh my god. What do you want? Astral Biologist can give us an extra board clear and wins the game out of it. That's actually, yeah, interesting. Frost Strike can give us only, like, Eliza, as much as I care about like that. Can give us only Eliza. Astrobiologist can give us Airlock Breach, Corpse Explosion. It's like kind of like a card that I think of, right? Maybe well, even another Frost Strike or something. It's kind of like an extra minion so far, so I'm fine with them. Kind of like extra corpses and stuff, and I'm kind of like need those. We still have a really good next turn, like it was an Astrobiologist plus a Vampiric Blood. Sanguine Infestation, oh my. Oh, we need some help out there. Nightmare Warren. Ancient of Yore into a TT copy, please. The red double battle cry? Nope. Wild Pyro. Hematurge. Well, the red is. Let's go for Hematurge. Maybe we'll get a strat from it. I kind of like need strats here for me to, like, you know, to stop the early aggression so far. Kind of like need a strat. Divine shall win Fury, okay. And Shadow Yore as well. Forget about that. Don't care about those leeches. Oh, a Starship, okay. We actually have a huge problem against the Starship, right? Like a huge one. We don't really have a Shredder zone. Can actually stop the madness. And that is actually kind of huge for him. Okay, let's start, like, you know, playing Hematurges here. Passive brass, hands. 8 hands is actually really strong against that one. Might just like kill off some guy figures and stuff. Remove half of his deck. Potentially, right?
Choose with care.
It's a removal of half of our steel with a lot of like wild pyrocinies going on for us, and the poison brass is still like in our hand. Might destroy his 1-cost activations, by the way. That is actually really strong too. He doesn't like have anything good except like a Sanguine Infestation. He just like spend 1, right? And 1 is passive brass. This is actually probably a card that actually wins us a game here. Like if we're able to actually play it out. Okay, let's go for it. Go for a Corpse Explosion here. It's much more of a premium, like, you know, of a premium board clear than Strats. Strats is really good, obviously, but like, you know, Corpse Explosion might just, like, you know, clear the board where we need it most. So. Oh, that's a nice Highrolled. At least that is not like a Starship piece, and just like fine with that. And so you're 7/7, okay. +2/2 lose that, fine. Fine with me. And 9 cards on them. 10, right? Oh, Corpsicle is actually really strong. Corpsicle is actually really strong. But we might not have like this many corpses. We have like 3 corpse explosions in our deck. Maybe Hornos of Winter is better. Suffocate is fine. Suffocate is fine. And Corpsicle is such a juicy card though.
What is best?
Let's go for a Suffocate, whatever. 10 cards for us. Dude, what can we like do? Not too much.
The citadel stands strong.
Let's go for the red, just like because we can. Nice. That is huge, by the way. That is huge, by the way. Minus a Kil'jaeden, and all we need is just to like prolong a game long enough to and survive against a Starship. Well, we have some board clears. Maybe we'll be good to go. Like, who knows? Imagine us actually burning a Kil'jaeden. We got one out of him. Imagine us actually burning one for us. That would be a fair game, I would say. He's a triple blood too. Triple blood with, oh my god, with Starship. Have to go for an 8 hands here. Gotta go for an 8 hands. Maybe not. Wait. Well, destroy actually some really good cards like a Wild Pyro. I think I'm not like ready for it. Might just like destroy Wild Pyro.
What is best?
Okay, this goes in. This goes in. Here's a Wild Pyro for us, and a huge high roll of an Infested Breath, and that is a sinking. That's actually pretty sweet. Will he burn? Guiding Figure, okay. No Starship piece. Just like has a couple. I guess he has like an Orbital Moon, right? If he is a triple blood with Starship. Wild Pyro, really? A board clear? Interesting. One more spell. It's actually a pity for him that he has an elusive here, because he would go probably for an Orbital Moon, right? Probably go for an Orbital Moon here. Okay. I kind of want a Marino, like fair and square. And I want to draw from it. Let's do this for now. Minus a Poison Breath, that is extremely important. Minus 1 board clear. Trades into your Marine, okay. Ignite Defense Crystal, fine. Golden Cobble, really? Really new. Now I'm kind of like okay to actually destroy 4 of 2 drops, exactly 4 2 drops. My Wild Pyro, minus Rat, minus Infested Breath. Well, Vampiric, like, you know, it's kind of interesting. An interesting consideration, I would say. Maybe I should just like throw some weird stuff out. Maybe a Zell is like, you know, fine by itself. Like, you know, Ceaseless is playable right now for free, right? He has tons of board clears as far as I see it. Maybe I should just like force some. Maybe this is kind of like fine as a running away. Let's just like do that. It's kind of like stuck in our hand. We have like 1 Wild Pyro plus a Poison Breath. He has like a little less of a board clears than we do. So we're okay. Golden Cobalt is kind of like a pity that we have one. Played all the Starship pieces. He has an Exodar probably somewhere in his hand. Some brass, okay. Ceaseless for 10. I need to get rid of some cards, bro. How do we do that? Okay, let's like, you know, prolong the game a little more. It says as it says, right? Let's see what's up. Suffocating your deck, interesting. That's an interesting list zone. Kind of controllers, right? With the suffocating. Do we go like for Kil'jaeden here? I need a drone. Maybe not. Maybe Zilliax Crown is just like a bait. Maybe Zilliax Crown is just a bait. We have a lot of war clears, we should be fine. He has 4 cards in his deck left. He doesn't have a Kil'jaeden. Maybe we just like don't need that much of stuff. Have 2 Corpse Explosion, have 1 Wild plus a Poison Breath, plus a Cis out there. Good to go. 15-6, okay. Okay. You need pieces, I guess, right? Not too much of a value, but it's fine. I mean, why not? We have only 22 corpses, unfortunately, 23. What are you doing? Why did you do it Guardian Figures this way? I'm not sure. Actually not sure why. Why an Orbital Moon not on the Starship Zone? 23 corpses. Don't believe that is enough. Do it this way for now. Yeah, it's definitely not enough. Definitely not enough. We do what we gotta do, right? Okay, we got a little lucky. At least didn't summon like a Starship here. So we're good to go. So we're kind of like good to go here. Low on cards, okay. Still have like a gazillion Starship pieces, like he has another good Starship going on for him. He burned one one Guiding Figure, so this will be like a 9-drop, right? No, it's a 7/7 already, oh my god. It will be another 10 drops there, right? Oh, we have it says at least, and a Wild Pyro. Not too bad. This turn is probably like meant for big demons. And that's you know, a big demon, and exactly a big demon I was talking about. Little sport card, let's go. Oh, woo, woo.
It is beyond.
Oh my, bro, how you doing out there? That's pretty sweet. Oh my god. Yeah. That's a nice lowest cost, bro. That's, you know, that's a pretty sweet stuff. That's a pretty sweet card zone. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, he goes for a huge Starship, I guess, right? Oh my god, that is actually strong. That is actually a strong bipod there. Please summon a Starship. Please, I beg you, though. Don't actually, like, you know, put this one in it. It's huge.
The citadel stands strong.
Nice Chillfallen. Orbital Moon, oh my god, that is actually, like, you know, that's actually really strong. Orbital Moon for 2/2. Summon another one. My. That's a lot of damage. 15. If you're holding a dragon, really now? Really now? If you're holding a dragon? Okay, let's proc that thing. Okay. I think one is enough, but you know, might just like force success. It's a lot of damage. Huh? Just like force success this way. Nah, don't really want to. Like, kind of have a couple like winter carry them. Might have a lot of board clear. Draws too.
There is not much time.
Kind of like strong enough, right? By itself. Kind of why? He'll play Assist and I think a Starship. As I saw. It goes the Starship, right? Okay. Oh my god, I forgot about it like that. Oh my, that is kind of strong. Okay, we need to summon minions. Like, we need to summon this guy, I guess, right? Yeah, let's summon a couple. I'm kind of concerned here. That we, like, you know, have to clear this one. Might be dead, you know. I need a hit here. Oh my. Dude, how can I Highroll like this, please? Please, can you, like, you know... Can you give me a break here? Like, you got it sis out. And you still like Highrolled a Biopod for your only win condition in this game. My god. Okay, let me hear what you want to say.
Foxy versus Anduin.
Wisdom shall bring victory.
Underestimate me at your peril.
Oh my. What do we want here? Brittlebone, Blood Mage Talonus. I kind of like want him out. Wait, against a priest. I might actually consider Mace. Because the cycle is not like extremely important. Like, he has an Izera. It's a Zarimi ODK, right? We kind of like need to find Durat. Maybe that is like the problem. But we might just like try to push. I don't believe like we're actually handling him. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go. Let's try to find her right here.
Starting the operation. Starting the operation.
Okay, we have to clear, and this is kind of like extremely important for us. It's actually really good we actually roll the Blood Mage on us here, eh? Let's try something like this for now. Let's try to go for 50-50 to remove another surgeon. Yeah, that's nice. Another surgeon is nice here. So Sanguine Infestation is really good here, because we remove 14. We can do 1 damage here too. So it's kind of like a nice turn, and he doesn't even remove like a ledge. The only problem for us here, obviously, is the only like thing that actually concerns me here is that we have to get all of those like combos out of his hand. We need to find specifically a Dirty Red and hope for the best. Hope to get out like either Zarimi or Narlox, right? And that's about it. I guess another Sanguine is fine because we are still like rolling for a Kil'jaeden here. Ancient of Yore, nice. Oh, that is a greedy version. It was nerfed by Historian, okay. There, got a Dirty here. I'm not sure though. Don't really want it right away. Do I really want it like right now? He has a 10-10, right? I don't really want it right away. I'll burn something. Like, do I care if I burn something? I only care if I burn a Dirty here, right? It's like the only thing I care about. Maybe I'll find something like from Hematurge that we can actually play. Such a pity. That's kind of like a playable card. That's nice. Let's go for a drawn. Okay. At least we didn't burn a card here. Now I'm a little more convinced that we can actually play the red next turn, but we need to see what this card is. It's kind of like, a waste. Play Mother. Oh my god, oh, I'm sinking. No problem. Before our match, I faced off against a Zarimi Priest, but I was lucky and managed to stack armor health, so his full combo didn't kill me. Just kept like my board empty, so the 12-7 dragon could go do. Oh. I actually do pretty well, like with Starship DK against Zarimi. Starship might just like win by itself. So what is out here? We have a corpse explosion. We need like what, 9 hits? 9 hits. It's a 7-8. That's unfortunate. Like we're a little off, right? Oh, we can get a corpse from here. It's not that bad. Let's go. So there's bird watching, okay.
Find me in the dream.
Also want to tell you that Gasbot, I learned a lot from you, and I'm trying not to rush. An 8-7. Okay, that is some. Illusory Grim. It feels like he has something of a combo there, and I'm not talking about like a 10 like 12-7 dragon. I'm talking about something like an Zero and Nerlax. So why else would you want an illusory if you had like a a Claymater? I think he has it, right? He has at least like a Zarimi or a Nerlax or both. Yeah, there you go, my boy. Calculated. Calculated stuff. Let's go with another bridge here. Actually, I might have made a mistake to actually like clear the board. Maybe that was a mistake. Probably I didn't have to. It was not a huge threat. Nerlax is still out there in his hand. And I kind of like don't really have like wood clears. That's a problem. I might need a wild pyro here. Might need a wild pyro. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, pyro, wild pyro though. Found a Marine. Why is this dude still playing? Well, because that was not a game over. You have a Nerlax and you have like a lot of damage in your hand. It can kind of be like, you know, kind of be something. Reborn. And can find it says Marine. Reborn. Marine is fine. Let's go for the Ancient of Yore here. He still has a Nerlax and he still has like a gazillion dragons, right? And we kind of like don't really have a board clear right away, like, you know. He has his chance to win. Like he can go with a Nerlax and a full combo right now, you know. Like here you go, at least one dragon is out there. And we don't have a board clear. Like he has a huge amount of damage on the board right now. You see? You see, that's what I'm talking about right now. You can get access, but it's not playable. You can get a Corpse Explosion. Wild Pyro is not playable with a Poison Breath. Feels like a GG to me, you know? Feels like a GG to me. That's 30 damage plus a lot of here. A lot of damage here. Oh, hold on, we have a Hideous Husk to actually remove this. Is a huge thing, right? Yeah, we have a Hideous Husk here, so we're kind of like fine. Let's draw first in such a case. Oh, Zill is nice. The right turn here is not to do anything so far, right? Well, we can hit this. Not like it matters. But this is destroy and we cannot like attack anything else. Lucky 0 skill deck. Well, you know, we're still alive. Bro. I think I really found a way. It was, for some reason it was really hard for me to actually see that stuff. It was kind of hard for me to actually see that stuff. Not sure why though. Why? It's a lot of damage. He'll still have a board after a Corpse Explosion, bro. Oh, minus is okay, okay, I see. I think I still have to go for a corpse explosion and just like go for a ghoul into poison breast, maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe a Zil is fine. I think a Zil is fine here. I think a Zil should be fine. Because I'm not ready to actually clear here, unfortunately for me. Like we have to go for a Zera hit, right? Because a corpse explosion just like has to do something at some point. You just like have to go for it. 0 skill deck. Well, you know, you kind of like play green cards, right? Kind of play green cards and hope for the best. That's kind of like, well, what is Arena Priest is all about. But yeah, it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like a pity that, like, thinking that some deck is 0 skill is not actually a good approach. Because, like, if you think, like, some deck is really easy, then it would be, like, no problem for anyone to actually get a top 1 with it, right? And every, like, the whole ladder would be just, like, in these overpowered, like, easy deck, 0 brain and stuff. But it still can lose, like, a lot of the times, like, you know? It's not like a, you know, a correct approach here. When it high rolls, right? It's kind of crazy, but you can tell about like something like this about a lot of decks. Like for example, Starship DK, like any version of it. If you high roll and get all the pieces like in an early game and launch a Starship on turn like 6 with an Orbital Moon, you just won the game on turn 6. That's like about it. Same with a Demon Hunter, like a Cleave Dive. If you high roll and get 2 8/8s that actually hit the face here, or Mega Sword, or like whatever it's called, like, you know, you win the game like 90% of the times, right? But like, you know, you can say something like this about like most of the decks, but it's not like, as I said, like a correct approach. It's kind of like I would say it's just those decks are kind of like toxic, considering that, like, you know, you could not like do anything when they win, right? It was not like about you playing bad. It was about like an opponent to actually draw perfectly, right? And you had nothing to do with it. And like you just like have to keep that in mind, like unlucky stuff happening, right? Bronze players can get legend with Zeri, right? I think I'm not convincing you right there on that spot, right? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed what you saw there, and I hope you enjoyed the content. But for now, like, you know, check out the sub button. It makes the old man happy right there. Check the join button. Any coin helps. But for now, that is it for a triple blood sack test. Bye.